Hey, what's up, guys? I've been requested to make this kind of video. It'll be based off of feedback from my Discord and possibly other places. I wanted to make a compendium or a complete edition of a review of the Restructured King Mog, since it's such a huge deal. I think that for most people they want to see something like this, so here we go. Now, this has been completely restructured. This is not the same King Mog that King Global that you might see or the past few months. This is a completely different. Some of this stuff will not really matter for veteran players like this. It's really unnecessary. Because most of the time you're just going to clear probably with the carry unit that you have, like your strongest unit is going to be able to carry with some weight, or the bonus unit. You can chain probably with 2 Warrior of Light LBs can chain together and they pretty much clear the whole event by itself. A lot of these things though are nice, like this. Because you can get this through the King Mog shop. You can buy 2 Saras in the friend point shop, or the King Mog shop. But you can also just pull her in for friend points. So this is nice for like free-to-play players who don't have very many tickets, and they can just... I will say the grind is going to be insanely long. I'll get to that. This is obtainable, a free unit. I'm not going to go into specifics of the free unit, but he is... For a free unit, he's actually insanely strong. I went over him on my own, and I feel like he's actually an insanely good unit. For any tier of player, it'd be a mistake not to get him. He's insanely good. He has 2 chaining frames. He has dark imbue. He has some breaks. He has a full break in his cooldown ability. Like, he's insanely good. I'm not gonna review him because he's free, but for a free unit, I 100% think that you guys need to get this. The grind is worth getting him, at least for the bonus and getting the S2 and stuff. So there you go. For free players starting the game and somehow getting him, this is gonna be your best unit going forward. Unless you somehow miraculously pull a unit from tickets and things, this will be your best unit for free-to-play players and people who don't have a lot of strong units, 7-star units. And by the end of this event, you should at least, if you've been grinding every single day, you should have him. Getting him to 120 is a different story, but he will be your strongest unit going forward. We don't know much about the higher difficulty other than it's been foreseen or told that it's going to have 10,000 of those EP points, which is very good. However, in the grand scheme of things, since you can only do this once, it's not as good. It's a good little tiny boost if you've been grinding this whole time, but to get the second ticket, we'll go into all that in a bit. This is all nice to have, especially the points or the energy pots. So make sure you log in every day, even though you probably will be logging in every day. Just make sure. For free-to-play players and people who are just starting out, these are nice to have. To grind, because believe me, the grind is going to be insane. A lot of these things, yes, theoretically, it's a lot less stages and less stuff you can get, but in the end, you do get, it doesn't say here, but you do get some lapis. Like, you get a ticket here. I can't remember what you get here, but at the last stage, you get 1,000 lapis for clearing. So they took away. They didn't really take away lapis because you actually get more. I think you only get 800 plus the 500 at the last stage. So, or maybe it's just 800 altogether. I can't remember the math. So actually, for these last stage as well, it's 30 lapis and 40. I think it's 40 lapis for the full clear, and 30 for each mission. So you actually, I think you gain a little bit more lapis, which is good, very good. Now, looking just based off a review on these missions, I don't know if this is going to be hard or not. If this is going to be like a hard boss or something that anyone can just clear. These missions are just kind of trolly. Because clearing within 50 turns, that's... I don't know, man. That sounds silly. Like, for even hard trials, they want you to clear within 20 turns for lots from... if you have a mission like this, so... I'm assuming this is just a lot of leeway, and this is probably going to be easy to beat. I don't know. We'll have to see. People have mathed out that this is the second stage is the best in terms of efficiency. So, yes, this is the best. However, I've been grinding the third stage just because I'm very impatient. I just want to keep grinding because it's gonna be very hard to get to the last point. So we'll get to that, like I said. A lot of these things for most players are not going to care about any of this because there's no need to care. But this, however, I'm not sure if this is going to be hard or not. We don't know yet. However, since this is defense and spirit breakable, it's probably going to be one-shottable. I assume it's going to have some difficulty. But you probably want to go in one shot since it can't be attack and magic broken. But like, its HP is how much is this? 60 million. That's not that much, guys. I mean, it's not. Maybe if you're a global player watching this video for some reason, you're watching this and you're like, oh wow, 60 million. No, it's like nothing. This is you can one shot this with a good defense break or a spirit break. You can probably one shot this boss. So. And there's no missions requiring you to do any specific thing, so you can just go in and one-shot this guy. And it's only one wave, so it's not gonna be that hard. For free-to-play players that don't have very much, or starting to players, this is probably gonna be a difficult challenge, which I guess they're setting this up to be. I guess that in their calculations, they're expecting a lot of people to start playing this game and for this King Mog because it's very free-centric, free-friendly, new player-friendly. So, I don't know. It shouldn't be that hard, though. It really shouldn't be that hard for at least intermediate players who have maybe a 7-star Garland, and you can just chain 2 Garlands together. It should be easy. Now, this actually is insane. This is a lot more than I thought. Or, no, this is only the currency, but it's still a lot of currency, guys. If somehow you have if you're like a free-to-play player and you don't have very much, if you have your 7-star Garland or you're trying to get him and you have like a carry friend, you just go in, get at least someone who has some type of break, like Warrior of Lights, a 4-star has a defense and spirit break. Just go in with that. I think that would be more than enough to beat him with a carry friend, like a Regina doing like her build up and then using her finisher. I think that should be more than enough to kill him and one-shot him. So that's about it on that. I will, of course, as always, unless you're new to my channel for some reason, I always make videos on. I don't really make them like. I don't like doing. I don't know what the word for it is. I can't remember what the word is. Like nerfing myself down. You're not using the units that I pulled for. I like using the units that I pulled for in my clears. So. Yes, I use L5-star bases and things in all my videos, but as always, I try to tell you guys in the comments or the description that you guys can interchange what I'm using in my videos for your units just fine. And you guys don't need to use my gear. You guys don't need to use my specific setup. You guys can find out your own way, but I still like doing clears. I still like helping people out. So that's about it. Just this standard things. It's easy. I will say that this sword is pretty bad. The trout, like the mission, like the clears for King Mog have been getting a lot more niche or more useless lately. I guess it's a good sword to start you off with. You can give this to like your Warrior of Light or something that you just pulled, or like another unit. And it might help you along for a little while, I guess. The rest is pretty standard, lightning resist materia and things, that's easy. Now this is basically, if you're new to the game on the JP side or in some way, or haven't been playing for a few months, this is basically the same thing like a milestone for raids, where you get some event points based on what stage you go towards, and eventually you grind all the way to the 10,000. Now keep in mind, for the max stage, you only get 400 points. So in the grand scale of things, I'm only, I think, here right now as recorded in this video, I'm only 20,000, and this is day 2. So it's gonna be a long grind to get to this next ticket. I just say that right here, I got my first Gunner Eileen in this ticket, which is, I'm not sad about. I'm pretty happy about that, because I've been getting so many units lately, just the same units over and over again, same units. I just get Emperor, Orlandu, you know, all the shit, Reagan, like all these units I have so many of. So I'm kind of glad to finally get a new unit, even if it's only half of the unit basically. I'm fine with it. Her team is good. So back on track. This is all, most of this is standard except for this. This has been completely changed. There's no tickets in here. You only get tickets from the event points. So a lot of things in here are pretty good though. Like, I instantly bought the King Burst pots because in the stage and age in the King Mog meta, or not King Mog meta, just 7-star meta, King Burst pots are becoming incredibly valuable. So hopefully this stays, but hopefully this is readjusted, because I will say personally that I don't like most of these things that have been changed, because there's no tickets in here. So it's strange. Maybe in the future this will be changed a little bit to be better, but I'm hoping in the future, or not in the future, in the coming weeks, we know what's going to happen about the other 2 UOCs. They're missing, as you know, you can see from here, there are no UOCs in this metal in the currency exchange, and there's only 1 UOC here, which is quite deep in. So you really got to grind to at least get the UOC. I'm not sure if we're gonna be getting some tickets that we've missed, because there are some tickets that have been cut out basically from King Mog. So I'm hoping in the coming weeks we get some news that the story event maybe have some more tickets and may have the other UOC, and the raid will have the other one, or the story event will have 2 UOCs. Not sure why they would do that though, like have UOC, because actually story events are easier to clear than King Mogs until it's a lot less grindy. So either they'll be there or they're gone forever, in which case I really hope that they're not gone forever, because that's a huge mistake. A lot of people need those UOCs every month to grind. They need those to catch up with a lot of other players, so I would be heavily against that, and I'll be first in line to make a video about the missing UOCs thing. But I will wait until the end of the month, and then end of March, where we know what's going to be going on with the next King Mog, and we would have already known about the story event and the next raid. So be a little optimistic, guys. Allen is going through a rough patch right now. They're trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work, what can make them some money now. I do think that the Warrior of Light banner was very successful, as I have a lot of bonus units, 7-star bonus units to choose from, 7-star walls and such. So I think that was a very successful event, as opposed to the last one. That was a complete dumpster fire. That was terrible. So the last King Mog. So this has been a complete review, and what do I think about it so far? Like I just said, it depends on the future. If this is gonna be like it is, but we'll get tickets, more tickets than story events or raids, and we get those other 2 UOCs, then I'm perfectly fine with this exchange. But if those are gone forever, then I'm not okay with this, and I would rather just go back to the same old boring King Mog with the 3 UOC grind, and the tickets we can get, because that's just not worth it. Yes, you get a free 7-star, and you get a free STMR and all that, but it's not worth it, because just think of it this way: we don't get tickets from very many sources anymore. We get 4 tickets. 4 tickets from story events. Overall, 4 tickets. The 1 from the one stage, the 2 from the next, and then the 10% ticket from the extra, story event extra stage. You get around 11 to 14, I think it's the same every time. I can't remember the exact number. I think it's 14 tickets from raids, and theoretically more from the raid summons, but usually those don't happen. So we're really squandered on tickets, and yes, people are throwing around the thing where the Square Enix executives came and said that they weren't happy about the tickets being put in the game, but that was only, if I recall correctly, and I was there, I believe I was there during that time, and it was only a few months ago, I think, so I definitely was. So they said that they were giving out too many tickets, but those are only giveaway tickets. Like they were only complaining about tickets given away. They said, I remember specifically, I don't know where to look for that anymore, but they said specifically, I recall that they said only for giveaways, the event tickets would remain and they would keep intact, and you could be able to get those 2 events. So are they going back on the word, or are we going to be getting them later? We don't know. I'm hoping that we'll be seeing them soon. Seeing more soon. That's about it for this complete restructured review on the King Mog. I hope you guys enjoyed. If there's anything that I missed for some reason, please let me know in the comments, or if you guys like me doing these kind of reviews on just events and things, please let me know also. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel as I continue my journey to getting more subscribers and more attention. I really want to become a better YouTuber. And I've taken the feedback. This is off topic now. I've taken feedback from my previous video where my sound quality was in question, so I've redone some research. And hopefully my mic quality is in a better situation than my previous videos. If it's not, if it's worse, then I will readjust. But let me know about the mic quality. If you've been watching this time, thank you. And let me know in the comments. You guys can let me know what the mic quality is now for you guys. I mean, for me it sounded even better, but that's just my opinion. I need to know what you guys think about the sound quality, so please leave a comment below about what you thought of the video or the sound quality. And if you guys enjoyed it, please let me know. Discord link will be in the description if you guys just want to come chat. Our Discord server is very friendly, very chill. We're always helping each other out. We're always talking about what's the newest thing, what's going on. So that's all I've got to say. I hope you guys have a good day or a good night, whenever your time is. And this is the full compendium, full review of this restructural event. Let's see what we're gonna see going forward, and hopefully it's positive. Peace out.